Hey everyone, Ryan the Kryptonian Collector with you once again, and today, guys, is the 7th of November, Thursday, and I am getting ready to head down to Hal-Con in Halifax, Nova Scotia with Corey, and we are once again here, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to get ready for this con. Now, this one's a little bit bigger, and it's going to be a little more intense. Unfortunately, I have not upgraded my satchel since East Coast Comic Expo. I've been meaning to, just haven't got to it. And it's also going to be louder, so I'm going to try my best to film and get some audio in there for you guys. But once again, it's very loud in there. But without further ado, I'm going to start getting ready to show you what I'm going to do tonight, because it takes almost 5 hours for me to get everything perfectly ready to go down to Hal-Con, or most conventions only take me about 30 minutes, I suppose. But this one, there's a lot of prep work in it, gassing up, getting cash out, getting signables ready to go, thinking of which things you want to get signed, but it's a whole thing. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. And we're going to start with what I'm taking down to get signed by a couple of the actors and guests that are going to be there. All right, everyone. So this is the first set of items that I'm thinking about bringing for autographs. Now, Ben McKenzie, who plays James Gordon in the Gotham TV show, is going to be at Hal-Con. Now, I didn't really have a lot of time to prepare for this one. I only had, I think, about a week. He was filling in for Sean Astin, who is not going to be able to make it. So I'm very happy about that. I really enjoyed Gotham, and I wanted to get something signed by Ben. And these are the two items that I have from Gotham 100%. Now, I think this would be way cooler to get signed by him, but I think the possibility of getting it signed is going to be difficult. Now, I know that I could probably get it signed on this black fake leather part of the badge, but that doesn't leave a lot of room for him to sign. But I could also get it signed on this, but I don't like the idea of kind of it cutting in there. So I think the best idea for this one is right on top if I got it on there. But right now, this is not what I'm going to get signed. So I'm going to set that aside. Mind you, I am still going to bring it in case I decide to get that signed as well, but we'll find out. The only other item I had is a Funko Pop. It's not in the greatest shape. It's from my collection. It's still in really good shape, but I'm thinking about getting this one signed. Now, I really don't want to travel down there, especially with a Funko Pop in my satchel or anything I'm carrying. So I'm actually going to break this box down, take the pop out, leave it here in Moncton at home, and take the box down with me. So I'm going to start getting this thing ready to go as well as the badge. The badge will just sit in there. It's not breakable either, so that kind of works out in my favor. But I'm going to get these two things ready to go. And that is the first items I'm bringing. All right, so my next item I'm thinking about bringing is this and these. Now, Ben Brower, who plays Lieutenant Colonel Mitchell, let's see if I can focus that, on Stargate SG-1 and throughout the Continuum movie, and I think there's another movie, is also going to be there. Now, I had a week to prepare, and I was thinking about getting one of the Stargate comics with his photo on it in to sign from him, but unfortunately, he is not going to... He does not have any covers. So I'm kind of left with some items like this Blu-ray DVD, or getting him to sign these patches. So I can already tell you right now, I don't really want him to sign that. So if it was a steelbook, yeah, sure. I've learned my lesson. I would not have anyone sign a Blu-ray unless it was my favorite movie and it's the only thing I had on me at the time. But I'm thinking about getting him not to sign this one, because I think it would just kind of mix out in that. But I'm thinking about getting him to sign the Stargate Command Center patch. And maybe that could be an option. The only other thing I can think of right now is this patch and this patch in a frame and just get the photo of him signed, which is kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. But I'm going to bring these both either way, again, just in case I change my mind or want to get this signed as well, but I don't think I will. I believe he's charging 70 Canadian dollars for his signature. So if I can just get a photo, I'll get it framed with these two, and I think that'll make a really nice display piece. All right, and last up, the only last few items I'm bringing are the top loader comic protectors. I'm actually going to bring a few of these with some of these, but also just in case I buy any comics down there, I want to have these ready to go and prepared. Plus, I'm going to use one of those, break down the box and put it in one of these so that it keeps the pop case protected and in one piece essentially for when I get it signed. But I'm going to bring a bunch of these, and then I had an interesting idea for some of my blank variants. So if you've ever gone on CGC or tried to get any custom artwork, it's typically really expensive through CGC. So I'm going to look for any comic artists down there and see if I can get a couple of variant covers or sketch covers done up of them. The only one I've ever gotten is one that I love by Ken Lashley, and I don't really know if it cost anything. I don't think it did, but looking back, I don't think I was the one who had to actually get it sketched, so I'm not quite sure what I'm walking into. But either way, I'm going to go down with a bunch of blank variants. I know Comic Hunter, my local comic shop, has a bunch of blank variants, so I might go and pick up 3 or 4 of those before I go down, just so that I can get a couple custom covers done. I will be bringing this one just in case I find an artist that I really like, because this one is my Action Comics issue number 1000 blank cover variant. So I'm kind of hoping to save this one for a artist I really love, or one that hasn't done Superman before. So I will be bringing this down with me. But that is my plan for now. I don't really know if there's any real, I know of one artist down there for comic art, but I'll have to take a look and see, and probably tell you guys later, or you'll see them when I go to get a sketch cover. But I think a really great idea would be to take some other blank variant covers and get some local artists to do some art and maybe get them graded if I like them enough. Anyways, guys, that is it for now of what I'm bringing down. I'm probably going to add some stuff to this, but for tonight, this is all I'm getting ready. I'm probably also going to grab another package of the top loaders from Comic Hunter while I'm there, buying a few blank covers just in case, because you never know. Hey guys, back again. It's the night before the con, and I'm just getting everything ready. So like I said, I've got 2 empty top loaders that I'm going to be bringing. I got to get that little piece of paper out. I didn't actually make it to Comic Hunter, unfortunately, today with work and everything. I was just too busy to stop in. But I did pick up, take these ones, off of some books I have. They're stored safely, so they will be going with me to the con. Next up, I actually found a few in my collection, the blank covers, because again, I couldn't stop at Comic Hunter today. So I actually have a few in my collection. I was surprised. Issue 18 of Action Comics from the New 52. So that's not actually chipped. And they're still in pretty good condition. So I'm going to try to get a local artist to do some art on that. Again, New 52, The Dark Side War Part 1, Justice League, issue number 41 from the New 52. Another one for a local artist for that one. This one, I kind of want to save it for someone good, but I'm going to bring it anyway. And if I find someone like a really good artist I want, I'm going to get them to do something pretty cool with this one. So those are the 3 blank covers I will be taking with me to Hal-Con. And the only other thing, you can say hello to little James Gordon. Yes, I have him out. And yes, here is the box and the bigger top loader. Now, it's not totally pushed down. The box is actually in worse condition than I thought it was. So when I was taking them out, I realized that some of the pieces were bent. You can probably see that is the top flap right there. The plastic window is scratched up. I did have this one for sale for quite a while before, and it was out in my sales. So luckily for me, it didn't sell, but if I find a better copy or a better pop, I will take the cover off of that one and get Ben McKenzie to sign that one. And again, I do have my SG1 patch ready to go, my Stargate patch ready to go, and I am still bringing the Gotham City badge. At the very least, I'll be able to hopefully use it to get out of any tickets I may accrue while down there. But anyways, guys, that right there is what I'm taking for collectibles to get signed or to get art on it or for protection. And I will see you guys all tomorrow morning. All right, good morning, everyone. It is now currently 7:30 a.m. I'm on my way to pick up Corey. I do have a couple extra things I'm throwing into my satchel to bring to Hal-Con with me, but let's get going. All right, so in addition to everything I showed in my last clip, I'm also bringing a couple Sharpies. I may have to stop by Staples to try to find a silver one. I've got the old con wallet, and I've got my cash. So everything else will be locked in the car, and I won't use anything other than this. And again, if I lose my actual wallet, I lose my IDs. If I lose this, I lose that and some cash, and I don't have to worry about my credit cards or my debit cards or anything like that. So I'm gonna get this all packed up, and we're gonna get the car on auto start. I've as well got my Monster to start the day. It's a little bit chilly outside today, but let's get going. All right, guys, so I'm here at Corey's place, just waiting for him. And we're gonna probably hit the road pretty quickly, so I'm just gonna tell you what I'm looking for. Golden Age Superman. I'm trying to put together volume 1 of Superman, and I'm doing a pretty good job so far in low grade, but I'm always on the lookout for that. And of course, getting my signatures and getting some, I don't know, cool collectibles if I see them. And the art on my blank variants, the autographs, that's about it. Honestly, it's always a good time hanging out with my friends when I go down. Unfortunately, we're a smaller group today, but it's the core 2 heading down. And yeah, I will see you guys next when we get there. Corey, I think, is on his way out right now. But I won't be able to film again because I'm driving. But take a look at his video. I'm going to link it below if you want to watch the trip. I'm sure he's going to take some good stuff going down. And we're going to try not to get lost in Halifax again. Let's go. We made it. Free Monster. Thank you, Monster. You should definitely sponsor me. Corey, we've made it through Hal-Con. What'd you think?
Meeting Jennifer Hill was really, really nice. She was a great person. The scene, the DeLorean was cool, and the vendor floor is always fun to browse, but I think they need a bit of a refresh, honestly, on like the stuff that they've done on the vendor floor. Not that any of the vendors were bad, I've just seen them 1,000 times.
Yeah, this is what I think it's like 8th No, 6th at least.
So I know a lot of people would say it's probably about time the issue's on us and we need to switch which conventions we're going to.
Yeah.
Probably.
For me, I had a couple cool meetups. One, I met a guy that I met actually at Sussex Flea Market and bought some books from him. And he gave me a lead on some other cool comics. I'll talk more about that later. But we're going to get in the car. When we were driving down, I don't know if I had any clips. If I did, I borrowed it from Corey. But we ran into a snowstorm. And then we ran into a hailstorm. And we got here. We went all over. We met a couple people. We went all over the vendor floor. And then it started snowing here. So we're now jumping in the car, cracking on, getting home, and trying to avoid any more snowstorms that are going to kill us. So, knock on wood. Whew, all right, guys, I'm back home after a very long drive. Drove down and back. It is a 6-hour drive round trip, and I found a bunch of great people there. I got to meet Ben Browder and Ben McKenzie, the B squared, as I was calling them, and got some cool books and just great time overall. Dropped Corey off a little while ago. I want to thank him again for joining me on this trip. We are con buddies, and he always comes along for the drive, so I'm very happy he came along to help navigate through what I can only describe as the weirdest drive I've ever taken. But I've got a bunch of stuff I'm going to show you guys, but I'm going to leave that till tomorrow because I'm exhausted and I just want to go and get cleaned up and get ready to enjoy the rest of my night, get some stuff organized, but I'll be back tomorrow to show you everything I got. See you tomorrow, guys. All right, everyone, so here we are. I am about to show you guys what I picked up at Hal-Con 2024, and you may notice that you don't see my face. Well, that's because I'm a little run down today, and I'm feeling a little bit tired, and I don't look the best right now. I'm just absolutely run down from the weekend. The 6-hour, a little more because of those snowstorms, but the 6-hour-ish drive back and forth was pretty difficult, especially the first half, which was white knuckling it through storms. To see those clips, I don't know if I have them earlier or not, but check out Tragic's video, or Corey, my friend who joined me. Link to that will be in the description. It was a white knuckle drive down anyway. Feeling really run down, and just figured I would save you guys from having to look at a tired older guy and just see what I picked up. So without further ado, this is what I picked up at Hal-Con 2024. All right, so first up we have the DC Universe Batman issue 531. It's a glow-in-the-dark cover. It is the DCU Universe. You can see there are some spine ticks on it, but might have to go for a grade later. Might be for resale. Next up is Superman issue number 210. Now this one I picked up because it was the earliest Superman title I found and one I didn't have for my collection. And next up here we have Superman issue 331. And this one, again, I got this one for $5 at one of the tables. There was only 2 with comics, and this was the second one. And I picked this up from, I think it's Caped and Cowles as well as the last, 371, the Bottle City Candor right on the cover. And then there was issue number 389. So this is actually a couple in the 300s I've picked up now, and a 50th DC. This one wasn't in as good a shape as I'd hoped, but again, I paid $5 for it. Probably only a $3 to $4 book, $4.13, but it did fill a hole in the collection. And they've all been rebagged and boarded as well. And next up is kind of one I took a risk on. I recognized it as having some key significance, but unfortunately, it wasn't good enough to warrant the purchase. This is my only regret of the con. Still a cool cover, and it is a detective, so I guess that's a plus. Next up is a Ramon Perez signed book World's Finest, issue number 27. It's the variant cover. I actually get to talk to him for a while. Really nice guy. And I was going to have him do a comic cover, but he was busy, so I did get him to sign 2 books for me. This one is probably my favorite cover out of the 2. Unfortunately, there was a little tick at the bottom, but I think a press might get that out. But still, a cool couple books and a great guy nonetheless. And next up, here we go with the oldest Batman book I picked up, Batman, issue number 165. Now, I am just casually trying to collect Batman Volume 1 because, you know, it's crazy to try to collect both. So if I get an opportunity and I see a book for a decent price, I still pick it up. Next up is the most expensive book I picked up. It's Medusa versus Spidey, Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 62. Now, I think this one's going to need a little bit of clean and press, but it will be going for grading and the custom label for that one as well. And here is one of the best parts of it. I met Ben McKenzie, Commissioner Gordon from Gotham, and got him to sign my Funko Pop. The box actually held up quite nicely in the top loader, and he was really cool. Talked about how his wife doesn't have a pop, and he thought that was cool. So it was really nice to meet Ben. And then another Ben Brower from Stargate SG-1 signed this print for me. I'm going to probably do some sort of a display in the future or frame it. Not quite sure the specifics, but I do want to I have the Stargate and SG-1 patches that I do want to include in this framed project. I'm just not sure how. And Ben Brower was a really nice guy as well. Talked to him for a few minutes. And he actually was blown away that I enjoyed his character more than Colonel O'Neill. And to all of you, please don't hate me there. And I'm just trying something a little bit different, popping them at the top just to see what fits. And just like that, it's a wrap on Hal-Con 2024 for me. It was a great trip down. The event organizers did amazing. The guests were great. The vendors were great, as always. And it's just a fun time. So if you guys have a chance, you're in Halifax or you're near Halifax, grab yourself some tickets next year. I think they've already got the dates up on their website, and go check it out. I do also want to say a big thank you to Monster. I know I joke about wanting them to sponsor me, but honestly, without their product, I probably would have still been asleep by about 9 o'clock. And I think it's just amazing that they were there and passing out free Monsters. That was great. The last thing I'd like to do is mention to you guys, would you like to see me and even Corey or a group of us go to Toronto Fan Expo? I'm thinking if I get enough like ratings or comments down below, I'm going to try to make that happen. Let me know in the comments, and we may be able to pull that off. As always, guys, I want to thank you again for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of Halifax. And I will be with you all on my next video. I'm not sure when that will be, but until then, you can follow me on all my socials. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm on X, TikTok, Instagram. I post a lot on Instagram, and Vero. You'll find links to those all down in the description below. I'm also on Letterboxd doing movie reviews, so if you want to know what I think about some movies, take a look down below. The link for that will be there as well. Subscribe to my channel for more great content coming very soon, and I will see you all on the next video.